Fellas, if I'm being honest with you, I am against, settling down with women my age. And it's all based on the progression bias. And the progression bias is essentially a concept to which I found from someone called First Man, by the name of First Man. Shout out to him. I learned a lot of game from him. And it's essentially the idea that what the things that you want right now oftentimes aren't the type of things to which you will prioritize in the future. Let's talk about the type of person I was 10 years ago. 10 years ago, I was very big on video games, and I purchased this game on my birthday called Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformed. It was a great game and I had fun playing it back when I was a kid. I am 19 years old now, and I don't really care about having any birthday presents. I'm also business minded. I want to grow my business. I want to put myself in a position where I can live the life that I've always dreamed of, a life of freedom where I can travel the world and do all this cool shit, do whatever I want. To go to the nicest restaurants, to go to combat boxing classes, and those things require money. To date beautiful hot women, just stuff that I like and will increase as you age. Now, I believe I'm an exception in the sense of I started thinking like a man now. And my message to you is to start thinking, what would you want 10 years down the line in the future? Thinking back to what I was talking about with the whole I don't date women my age thing. It's because, and I know looks aren't everything, but it's also worth being acknowledged because women value themselves highly on beauty, and society also values women highly on their beauty and their sex appeal. And from the male gaze, that's what we also value in women also. Now, this isn't to disregard their personality because I'm sure they're great, but just like for us men, how we need to look good to get our foot through the door with women, the same applies with women also. They need to look good and presentable. It just makes things a lot easier and adds more intimacy, romance, and sexual tension in your dating relationships. So, I am aware that, yes, the women now my age, the 19-year-old women now, they are extremely stunning. They're beautiful. They're gorgeous. They're in their prime. And you guys need to understand how social value works. It's how you're perceived in a dating sense. So if I get out with a 19-year-old woman, the woman at 19 is probably the prize at that moment, because the woman, in terms of sexual market value, a 90-year-old woman is in a peak level of attractiveness, whereas a man, he's just starting out. And usually women want an older, more established man. And it's only natural. Why on earth would, in most case scenarios, would a 19-year-old woman want to get together with a 19-year-old man? Now, I am aware there are those exceptions, of the whole high school sweetheart thing. That thing is so rare. That's like so 2000s, so 90s, and that's the best case scenario. But even then, most of the time, that's not gonna happen for most of us guys, unfortunately. And it's like, everyone, let's say the woman even uses a social media like Instagram, TikTok, because I know a lot of people use that nowadays. And even if she doesn't, just walking outside in general, if you're getting a lot of choosing signals from these highly established men, 24, 25, 26, 27 years old, who have established themselves, successful businesses, they have like 10 plus years on you. And she's getting the options from more established men who are more charismatic, basically you, but better upgraded version of yourself. It's only natural for her to want to be attracted to those type of people who look physically better, more manly, who've been in the game longer than you. And she's getting attention from those better men. It's only natural she's going to choose them, because women value men, and based on how society values men also on their success. It's more than just looks with men. So, turning the clock vice versa, from a man's standpoint now, the roles are reversed, assuming the man puts in a few years of hard work on himself and not settling too early, not getting married with your high school sweetheart. Like I said, that is an exception, but not getting married with someone your age, that's something I'm big on, because the older you become as a man, assuming if you're working on yourself, every 6 months from now, you're going to attract even higher quality women. So the woman that you would have been attracted to when you found her in the beginning, let's say you're 18, it's not going to be the same when you're about 29, when her looks starts to fade. As rude as that is, it's true and it's worth saying. So I'm not scared of telling you people. I need to put you guys on game, and I need to let you know about the truth of the matter, because a lot of you guys, you're too quick to settle with your women, and then when you get to a certain age, you find all these young women that you really wanted in the first place eyeing you up, giving you choosing signals, but you were in scarcity. You let pussy power control you. It was the most beautiful woman you could have attracted at the moment at 18, and you attracted her. But now when her looks faded, now I'm sure you still love her, but it's very hard to want to feel like continuing a relationship if you don't find her physically attractive also. So that's also a big, massive factor that goes into it. And so you're going to be eyeing up these younger women with actual good personalities. They want you now, and you want them, but you're tied because you already have kids and you have this wife that you've had for 12 years, to which she was in her prime at the time, but she's not in her prime anymore. Do you see where I'm coming from? So it's like the roles have reversed, and a lot of people like to shame men for dating younger women. I don't see why men are shamed for wanting to date younger women. It kind of contradicts. It's socially acceptable for a woman to date an older man, but it's frowned upon for an older man to want to date a younger woman. How? It's like you kind of need to accept the two for them to go together, right? And so I never understood that. It's a weird world we live in. It's a walking contradiction. Talk about double standards, am I right? Damn. And that's why I'm big on, there being at least a 10-15 year age gap between the women. Men tend to reach their stride in about their 30s. They tend to be most desirable. I'm telling you, there's just something about a man in their 30s. Everyone is into you. Kids are into you. I'm speaking about the opposite sex. Obviously, don't get kids. Don't pull a Diddy. I don't promote flipping pedophilia, but I'm just telling you, everyone finds you attractive. Kids find you cool. Teenage girls. But I'm telling you, bro, I'm a teenager now. Every time I'm in high school, all the girls that would simp over the men, I'm telling you, they're all in the 30s, 40s, 50s. 30s in particular, that's like the most attractive age group for men. So teenagers attract over you. Full-grown adults or age attract over you. People who are older, your parents' friends are attracted to you. Elders are attracted. Fuck, even gay people are attracted to these type of men. I'm telling you guys, men peak in their 30s and women peak in their 20s in terms of beauty. So for me, I'm all for being in my 30s and dating a hot woman in like her early 20s, mid late 20s, because they tend to be most beautiful in their 20s, and I don't see what's wrong with that. And that's why I'm big on not dating women my age. If I were to do so now, I guess, it's just kind of the prizes are on now because it's got a beauty and men aren't really established at 19, but I wouldn't settle with someone my age because I'm aware of the male advantage and I know men get better with age in terms of sexual market value, hence why their options widen. They can choose whatever woman they want, assuming they put in the work. And for women, it takes a dip, hence why they panic, and it's usually when they hit 25, they panic out they don't have someone already and they want to get married straight away. That's how it tends to work, and that's the truth of the matter. Very unfiltered, but the truth must be told. Everyone's very scared to tell you the truth, so someone has to do it, right? And I'm happy to be the one to do so. Cheers.